What's up, guys? This is Ninja on a Ninja. And basically, I have a video for you today. Doesn't show. Hold on. Oh, yeah. So there you go. Okay. You just see it now. Okay. Now, I'm posting this video because it's a response. So go take it away, Hank. You idiot.
What's everyone's most irrational fear? I'll go first. Mine is losing my internal monologue.
I've talked about this before, but as this person says in this video, this happened to me and it's fine. I would not worry about it. I think that it's better. I used to have all of my thoughts in words, or at least theoretically I did. Looking back, I can't imagine having all of my thoughts in words. Like if I had to have like I can look at the Diet Pepsi and think that's a cherry Diet Pepsi. I wonder, it's a Diet Coke. I don't know why I said Pepsi. I wonder where the cherry flavoring comes from. I bet.
For the record, notice he explained that using words. It's not a Pepsi, or it's not a Pepsi, it's a Coke, or whatever he said.
That it's like a component of some flavors that was artificially synthesized probably sometime in the 1930s, and it's from a petroleum distillate, and it maybe appears in nature, but probably the actual chemical that's used in the Diet Coke is not naturally occurring. I'm not going to have all those thoughts in my head just to have that thought. You might think, what do you have the thoughts in then, Hank? I have them in thoughts. I have them in thoughts. I have the Diet Coke thought. It is not accompanied by words, it's just Diet Coke. You know, it's the idea, it contains meaning, but it doesn't have to have the words that go along with the meaning. And I almost think, like, we must not be thinking all of our thoughts in words, right? Like when you're sad, you're just sad. You're not thinking I'm sad over and over again. You're just sad. There's gonna be some mix between the two, and I'm just like heavily.
Um, as far as being sad, I'm not really paying attention because I just want to say what I want to say, but I should be paying attention. But I remember when I was watching this, I had a thing to say about that. So
You know, it's the idea, it contains meaning, but it doesn't have to have the words that go along with the meaning. And I almost think, like, we must not be thinking all of our thoughts in words, right? Like when you're sad, you're just sad. You're not thinking I'm sad over and over again. You're just
it's an emotion. You feel it, right?
sad. There's gonna be some.
And for the record, it's edit, because his personality is boring. Because he's lying to you and pretending to be a star when he's a failure.
Mix between the two, and I'm just like heavily on the side of no monologue right now. I think in words sometimes, but usually only when I'm about to like write a bunch of them down, or
Right?
I need to be like composing them in some way for some purpose. If it's just for thinking, I don't need the words. They're not useful. It's fine. It'll be fine either way. If your internal monologue goes away, I promise you, you probably won't even notice.
So, this is what I said. You realize we created words to express feelings to one another, right? The same is true with ideas. Having lots of thought or emotion isn't the point. It's the ability to express them. Our fathers, our cavemen, once upon a time, didn't use words. They used grunts and sounds to get what they wanted. We evolved to speak language so we can connect with one another and tell you exactly what I'm thinking instead of hey this, hey this cup, fill the cup, I'm thirsty, fill it up with a beverage that I like. I put coffee in and put a little of the, anyways, I'm not gonna, anyways. So yeah, you get the idea. So that's the point. But the thing about people like him is that they're lost in the weeds. They're more focused about the science and they're forgetting of the roots. And this is a problem with the world is most people are forgetting where they came from. And the problem is a lot of these people are also leading the way, but the problem is that maybe they're putting the cart before the horse. Because they're too stupid to realize we did it for a reason. They forgot that reason. And then they make a decision, but it's forgotten that reason, and then what they're working on falls apart, and they wonder why. Right? And this is the exact same thing. This is what's going on, is the rich have you do that, then you do that right off a cliff, then they run in and pick up all of that stuff that they want, and then they run another group off a cliff, and then they take all that stuff, and then they just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. And the problem is the fucking idiots. Anyways, that's all I want to say. So be well, be happy, be safe. And again, Hank's channel, I lost my inner monologue, blah blah blah. So again, these people are dumb. You follow them as your leaders, but in reality, they should not be because they suck. So I'm out here. Peace. Godspeed. God bless. Take care. Be love you. Happy. Be strong. Be well. Be strong. And don't. God bless. Don't let the door hit you or the split you. In peace.